The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
It's the Becky and Boca Show, coming to you live every Thursday night at 6 p.m. from glamorous downtown Boca Raton. I'll show you how to live life in style in one of the country's most elegant cities, nestled right along the beautiful Atlantic beaches between Palm Beach and Miami. So sit back, relax, and let me show you how to indulge yourself Boca style. Great. Bridget Greenwald is my guest. She's with Pat's Wine Bar in East Boca, and they supplied the wine for my event. And I put you in a room upstairs in the back, but everybody got back in there. It was the wine room.
Exactly. Everyone was like, "You're alone back here." And I was like, "I have the wine. It's fine. I'll make friends." So.
Oh, you did. You did.
Yeah.
Yes. And people moved through there. Wasn't it an interesting facility?
It really, really was. I think you did a great job with the turnout. I mean, and the people that were there. I mean, it was real East Boca, and I met a lot of people that I had met before.
They have a very vetted following of people in East Boca that come to my stuff. And what I love about them is they get all glammed up. You noticed that with the makeup and the hair and the clothes, and we had a photographer there.
It makes it fun, and the step and repeat. Yeah, it makes it a fun time.
People look forward to coming, and I always try to make it interesting and fun and something different. So we had you from Pat's Wine Bar.
Yes.
And you're going to tell us about Pat's Wine Bar because I know it's been there for a long time.
Yeah, it's been there for a little over a year. It was actually Rustic Cellar before.
That's what it was.
Yes.
The place itself has been there for a long time.
It's been there, yeah.
Okay.
And you know, I love the food there. I love the atmosphere there. I
haven't tried the food yet.
Yeah, it's amazing. The great thing is he serves late, which is always nice because sometimes those kitchens close so early.
How late does he serve?
Even up till 2 a.m. he'll serve.
No.
Yes.
Oh, this is my new favorite
that
place.
In itself, exactly. You know, I have friends that'll say, "Let's go eat something," you know, like Taco Bell. And I'm like,
I know all the places that serve late because my husband works very late, and we're usually sliding into Campi before 1 o'clock because they stop serving at 1. We'll get there like 10 minutes to 1. I know that sounds really weird for people that eat at a normal hour.
But no, if you have odd hours, anything like that, sometimes I miss dinner. And yes, he serves till 2.
You're going to be seeing a lot of me.
And the food's really, really good. I mean, I'll go there at 1 a.m. and get swordfish. I mean, it's like
first let's tell everybody where you are.
Yes. So we're in Royal Palm Plaza, right next to Cigar Bar, to the Diplomat Cigar Bar. So it's on the other side.
You're on the back of the plaza. So that, is it Meisner Boulevard that goes through the back there?
Yes, we're on the Meisner Boulevard side.
And you see the resort golf course there.
Yeah.
It's the back of Royal Palm Plaza, which is a classic place in Boca Raton.
Exactly.
Everybody knows.
We're in between Farmhouse and Diplomat Cigar Bar.
And when I was in there, I was scoping it out for a possible Becky and Boca party because you have a couple of things that are very nice. You have a big bar.
Yes, yeah.
That's important for a party. And then you have an outdoor area that's covered. And, you know, whenever I do a party, I worry that there's going to be rain in South Florida.
Yeah,
so we wouldn't have to worry about it. I was like, I was in there, the wheels were turning. Because I think I could get like a lot of people in there between the inside and that outside area.
Yeah, there's 50 capacity for indoor, for seating. And then we also can have the option for outdoor seating as well. I just had my birthday party there. I had my birthday party there last year. I really, really like the place that much.
It's a nice space.
It's a great space and
you
atmosphere.
Put couches outside there. Almost looks like a Miami Beach nightclub kind of vibe.
Pat's really great with being flexible as far as what you want to do for your party. Like my friend is a DJ and he's like, "Can I come bring a set of my equipment for your party?"
Oh, wow.
And I said, "Sure, you can come do it." And Pat was completely like, he's really, really flexible. He wants you to have a good time when you're throwing your events there. So
music is important.
It really, really is important. And then it also gives you just the vibe of the bar. I mean, Pat's always there. He's there right now. That's why he has me.
He told me he couldn't come because he had to run his own bar.
Yeah, and so he's usually in the kitchen cooking or greeting guests, and it's kind of gives you that. For me, it's like Cheers. Like it's that neighborhood bar that you want to go to. And I rarely eat by myself or go have a drink by myself, but I'll actually do that at Pat's.
So what is your position there?
So I have a marketing company. It's Camden Agency. Okay. And basically I do marketing for various industries, but, I'm taking over the marketing for Pat. So I'm going to be running his social media. We're going to be putting a lot of events together. So
good.
Obviously
you got to do an event with me.
Yes.
I'm really looking forward to that because I scoped it out. I was like, perfect. Perfect place.
Exactly. I was telling Pat, I said, that Becky's going to be great for this because going to your event, it was one of my first times at your event, on Friday. And, again, it was just that East Boca, just
good people,
natives.
Right?
Yeah. It was really
good people at these events, and everybody likes it. Everybody has fun. And I try to I try to get something for everybody there. You saw that we had designer shopping.
Yeah,
That
it was
was
just
like
everything.
I try to think, what do women love?
It was the shopping. You
Hair,
had
makeup, shopping. I
great
had some
vendors.
cosmetic doctors there. If you had any questions about any kind of cosmetic procedures, and we gave away a lot of stuff, Botox, and so I try to figure out what people like at parties, and because there's so many events in South Florida,
there really, really are.
one
but
right after the other.
It's hard to find good ones in Boca Raton.
Something you can
that's-
enjoy. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I've been here for 31 years, and so for me, it's like finding the right events that I want to go to,
Yeah.
or changing it up. So with Pat's, I really like it because we can do like ladies' night. We're going to do some fun
Yeah.
girls' night events.
Oh, sure.
Different wine tasting and really even networking events. So just smaller, more quaint.
Tell me about
events.
the kinds of wines he's got there. You can go in there and get like a specialty wine by the glass, right?
Yes,
It's not
you
like you
can.
have to order a whole bottle.
No, yeah, you can get it by the glass.
That's what I like about
and
it.
he has a specialty wines, and he really does listen to his guests. So if somebody comes in and says, do you have something like this? Either he'll
See, I
kind
would
of
come
match
in and
it.
say that I'm a KJ drinker, and so anything along the. So I'm not really used to the really expensive wines. I just like that Kendall Jackson. So when I'm trying a different wine, I always tell the people I want something like Kendall Jackson, and people make faces at me. But
It's what you
that's
like,
the
what you
taste
like.
I like.
You like what you like.
And so I could go in there and say that, and he'll bring me out
and he'll
some.
give you something that's equivalent, if he
Okay.
doesn't have it. And the great thing for me, I go in there and I'm not really good at like picking wine. So, I'll kind of give him an idea of what I'm looking for, and either him or one of his bartenders has it like on
and you can
point.
taste a little first, right?
Yes, you can taste
Okay,
a little bit
before you're-
first, but it's just a really nice experience, especially if you don't really understand wine a lot.
Right,
They'll
sure.
kind of, pick something for
educate you on it. Yeah, I like that. And so lots of different wines? Lots
Yeah.
of different prices?
Lots of different price points. And then when he does wine events, then, you can buy it by the case, you can buy it by the bottle.
Oh, you can buy it and take it home from there.
Yeah, so
I
if
didn't even think of that aspect of it.
Yeah, so when we do wine pairing events and things like that, if it's something that you guys like, then if you buy it by the case, and you get a discount for doing something like that.
Oh, wow.
So there's a lot of different options there, and it's just a fun place. And
Yeah.
I can't stress the food enough because
Tell us what kind of food.
he has everything from steak to tacos.
You can get a steak
to,
there?
Yeah, you can get a steak there, and
no
it's a good
idea.
steak. Yeah. So a lot
Oh.
of people, when I had my birthday party, everyone was saying, is there food there? And I said, absolutely. I mean, I think the whole place, they weren't expecting to eat because it was a wine bar, and everybody was ordering
because
nonstop.
I didn't really realize that there was food there when I went in there initially, but then I saw and grill.
Yeah.
It's Pat's Wine Bar and Grill. But
Yeah.
I just assumed it was tapas or something small like that. I didn't know you could actually get meals in there.
Yeah, we have the charcuterie and the cheese, basic things like that. But if you really want a nice meal, I mean, it's there, and that's great. So if you're 1:00 in the morning and you miss dinner, sometimes I do
Okay,
that.
well, give me the hours again. Is it every night or just?
He's open 5 to 2 a.m. Tuesday through Saturday, and then on Sundays
Get out till 2. Wow.
till 2 a.m.
And
So-
food till 2?
and food until
you don't
2
know
a.m.
how excited I am.
Yeah, I mean it's
Because
really
I
a
can
little
tell
hidden
you where
gem.
I'll give you my rundown. I can go
Okay.
to Campai till 1.
Okay.
I can go to Flanagan's. I think they stop serving at midnight. Louis Bossier was there last night. They stop at 11 during the week.
I love that you know all the time.
I know how late they're open. I
Yeah.
don't have any idea what time they open
You're
earlier.
like, kitchen, this is what I have.
Do it 2 a.m. I
Yeah,
don't know there's
I mean,
anywhere else I can get food at
It's
2
a
a.m.
great place.
I'm so happy.
And then having
really
an
had no
event there,
idea.
I think that would be a really good opportunity
Oh,
for you, like for
sure.
us to do something together
Right,
there. That
absolutely,
would be really, really
because
nice.
it's right in the heart of East Boca, and that's where my audience is.
Yeah, and a lot of East Boca, there were so many people that were at your event on Friday, and they were saying, I ride my bike there. Many people ride their bike there, or they passed by it, but they weren't really sure what it was.
Right.
And, you know.
I'm sure they didn't know it served food.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a little hidden gem, and it's kind
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
of, I just, I love
Everything
it.
in that plaza is kind of hidden. That's what you have to know about it. You know,
Yeah.
I've lived here for 25 years, so I know that plaza. I know there's wonderful things in there. But anybody just coming in there, it's kind of confusing.
Yeah,
you
I
know,
used to
just-
always get confused and lost in that plaza because there's just so much kind of,
Yeah. And you go
in there,
down
and
one
it's tucked
corridor
away.
and you're like, wait, I'm in the wrong corridor. And they all look alike. But once you get to know what's in there, there's a lot of nice
I
things
think
in
your
there.
best bet is just park and just walk and explore it sometimes.
Well,
'cause-
you have the advantage that if you park in the back parking lot, you're along the edge.
Yeah.
Like there's some businesses that are just tucked in the middle of those corridors.
oh, yeah, that's true.
Those people, they have a hard time
They
getting
have to
people
have-
in.
yeah,
But you're actually
marketing.
on the perimeter, so
Yeah.
that's good.
So it's easy for people to find, especially when you say, next to, Diplomat Cigar Bar.
Go
and
to
that kind of
Farmhouse
stuff.
and walk
yeah,
south.
Basically, exactly. But, again, I can't stress it enough. The food's amazing. And, I work with Patty. He's a friend of mine, but I enjoy his food.
So he
And
just took that over a year ago, right? Is
a
what you're
little
saying?
over a year ago.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean,
Oh, I
he's a-
hit him at the right time then.
Yeah.
I just walked in there the other day and I said, I need wine for my event.
and he has a long background of like his family is in the restaurant industry. He's from Connecticut.
Okay.
And actually just had a friend go in there from Connecticut. We were talking to Pat and they were familiar with Pat's family's restaurants. So, that's where the good food
So
and
he's
the
in the
cooking
restaurant business.
it comes from is he
helps.
takes it very seriously and it's good stuff.
Okay, so you say he has like charcuterie.
Charcuterie?
Charcuterie. I'm gonna say that
Charcuterie,
right?
yeah. I always
as
kind of
well
have to,
as full meals.
yeah, full meals,
salads, things like that.
Salads, there's definitely healthy options. He has flatbread, and it's not just like regular flatbread. Like
Mm-hmm.
he puts amazing things on it, where you're kind of even taken back. You're like, "This is flatbread." I mean, what he
Wow.
does with just the smallest dishes are incredible. So it's definitely worth
You don't
trying.
know how happy I am.
Yeah, and he's always
good
changing-
food until 2 a.m.
Yeah, and he's always changing up the menu. And what's great is he'll say, "Hey, we're going to put this on the menu. Do you want to try it?" So marketing wise, I'm like, "Yeah, I mean,
see what
if I'm going to market it, I'll I'll taste a little bit." So it's a nice perk to the job, definitely.
Okay, so is it just wine? Does he serve beer or anything else in there?
He has beer there, yeah. So it's
Oh.
wine and beer.
Okay.
Yeah, and so he has some like craft things.
Barrel of
I'm not a
monks?
huge beer.
We got to get barrel of monks
yes,
in there.
barrel of monks.
Are they in
Yes,
there?
yes. No, I don't think they're in there, but I think
can
that
be.
they, we'll make that connection.
When I do my event, we'll bring in barrel of monks. So I'll introduce this too. Wow. Okay, so I didn't realize you have beer and wine and food.
Yes, yeah.
Who knew?
Indoor, outdoor seating, and then special events is great.
It's
Private
in
birthday
a
parties.
really nice little, what do you call that walk-through area there? Like a little terrace area outside there.
Yeah, it's covered like
Pretty.
you said.
And there's
so
a fountain in there,
There's a
right?
fountain
It's
and
just
it's
very
covered,
pretty.
and it's just it's a really good location too.
Yeah.
So it's
Very
definitely
nice.
something you want to go check out, and just stay tuned for all the events and all the things that we're going to be putting together because I'm planning some really fun stuff. Just out of the box, I want to get creative with it because sometimes it gets redundant going to the same places, and you want to change it up a little bit. So we're going to definitely make that happen at Pat's.
Well, when we do my event there, I'm already
Yeah.
planning it. I'm going to bring in all my people because that's what I do. I like Becky and Boca. It's like a snowball rolling down a
Yeah.
hill. Everybody that I interview and everybody that I work with, then when I have an event, I invite them all to come. And then they invite all their people. And it's a mix. And every now and then, a business or a doctor will say to me, well, I'm not going to be involved if you have that guy involved, or that business is too similar to mine, so I'm not going to be involved. So I'm like, okay, bye.
Yeah.
Because the whole idea is it's a community.
Absolutely,
And it's
yeah.
synergy. And then we're all in East Boca.
I think
And
that businesses have to thrive to work with each other. I mean,
they really do.
I have
and
a-
downtown Boca has to learn that.
They really,
because,
really do.
you know,
But I have a marketing company and I do web development. And let's just be, honest. There's so many marketing companies and web development companies. But I just find I work with a lot of my friends that own the same kind of companies because there's always a slot or something that we can fill and help each other out. And I
Right.
think that businesses need to see that. And, going to your event on Friday, it was really great because, there were so many East Boca business owners that were there.
yeah. And I had 3 doctors in there, and
Yeah.
they all kind of basically do the same thing, but
And they were
they
excited.
all got along. Yeah,
Yeah, they were
because
excited
they
about
realize it feeds their business. Everybody's not going to choose one doctor, and that's the only doctor. You
Yeah.
need a choice, and they all know each other because they've all worked in Boca together. And it's just nice to have all different businesses and all different doctors together, and that's East Boca. You can be with me, or you can be out there with the thousands of others. But I did an event in downtown Boca not too long ago, and I was trying to. It was for Figuerella. It's a little gym,
Okay.
right near Chops, and I was trying to get everybody on that one block street because it's a beautiful street, brick streets, lights at night.
Yeah, it is
I was
nice.
going to have a DJ and have them all like a block party. And some of the businesses said, well, I'm not going to help you support that business across the street.
Oh.
It made no sense to me. So that's what I don't like. So when I have my party with you, we're going to bring in a lot of different people. And it'll be
absolutely. Because that involvement, it's like you're all, especially from a marketing standpoint, you guys are helping each other. You want people to walk down that street and say, "That's the street I want to be
right.
on."
Can you imagine a block party where you could walk from business to business to business, and then so that side of the street didn't want to participate?
Yeah.
So it kind of like blew the whole.
I think that's silly, but
And then they came over to see what was going on.
exactly. Everyone wants to be a part of the party.
We could have been walking around years. But I've done things like that. I did a beauty crawl once in East Boca, where I went to a gym. Then we went to the beauty lounge.
Oh,
then
I
we went
love
to a hair
that.
salon. And just a group of like 50 women and walked
Yeah.
around, and we had drinks at each place. So I like to mix everything. So Pat's Wine Bar is now a part of Becky and Boca.
We're excited to be a part of it too, and we bring the wine, so
I needed that.
You can't beat that, and the good food too.
Now I got my wine, I got my beer, and I got a tequila company. So we're good.
And somewhere to eat late at night.
Yes.
So.
You really don't. Wait till I tell my husband. He's like, we had no
my
idea.
Favorite.
Yeah, we're always like rushing, like I said, to get to. It used to be called Ninja, but now it's called Campai.
Yeah.
Get there by
which is a
last
cool
call.
spot, and again, they all feed off of each other. I mean,
Right.
I'll find
We're not
myself
gonna eat the same restaurant every night.
Yeah,
that's another.
And it's
thing.
nice to walk around to different, bars and restaurants. I love, it's getting a little congested with so many, things being built, but at the same time, it's so great to have so many different options now.
Oh, we were just walking around down there last night. I had my 2 sons and their girlfriend and fiance in town, and we were walking around down there behind the Hyatt, behind Louis Bossi, over by Chops, and it's just so pretty. And you're like a block from there.
Yeah,
everything is so pretty and so nice now, and all the people. It's just totally changed. My son's
it's like a
been
little
away.
city now. Like you want to walk around.
My son's been away in Tempe. He's like, Mom, what happened to Boca? This is totally different. He's young. He's like, this is cool.
The place to hang out.
Yeah. We took him up to the top of the Hyatt, the pool there, so he could look out at the city.
Oh, yeah.
And it's amazing what's happening down there.
It really, really
but
is.
But that's why it's become like a little area. It's a small city, but it's got so much, so many nice restaurants, so many shops.
Really, and so many more opening up, and it's all helping. I think it's helping all the other business owners. So
it does.
It's definitely a good thing.
Brings people down there.
Yeah.
And the foot traffic is going to pick up too. It already is.
And it's a great excuse to have more parties. So
right, absolutely. Oh, I love it. All my parties
that.
are downtown East Boca, and they're bringing some transportation back in too, because that's been a problem. I'm sure you've heard people complain about having trouble parking.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you know what you're doing in East Boca, there's a lot of parking in those big buildings.
Yeah, I know where
all those big condo buildings have parking inside. And those are like the secret spots. I shouldn't tell everybody that because I'll lose my spots.
It's also good, like I said, you park your car somewhere and then just walk and enjoy it.
Or just Uber downtown.
Yeah.
And then you don't have to worry about it.
And Uber from my house is like $5.
I know.
It's like nothing.
So and they keep giving me free a Lyft too. I just got 10 free Lyft rides. I'm like, wow.
Well, especially if you're going to drink anything. I mean, it's like, why not just Uber from your house for $5 or something if you live in Boca and have some fun there. So
I was talking about that with some of my other guests that kids now, they don't even try to get behind the wheel and drink anymore because of Uber.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
It's not cool anymore to drive. So, the adults should learn that too. Just take your Uber and go downtown and walk around.
Yeah, then you don't have to worry about parking, anything.
Right.
You just enjoy yourself, so it's good.
Okay, so anything else you want to tell us about Pat's Wine Bar?
Just stay tuned. I mean, we're going to be having a lot of upcoming events, building all the social media and everything, so that's going to be up really shortly, and you'll be getting invites, I'm sure.
So are you on all the social media now?
No, we've really just started with the marketing, so this is kind of new initiative.
I've been tagging Pat's Wine Bar. I think on Facebook.
Yeah, see, we do have a Facebook page, Pat's Wine Bar, but as far as the other social media, we're going to build up like the Instagram and all that kind of stuff. But it's kind of a work in progress with the marketing side because it's word of mouth. We've just been doing so well.
That's
just from the word of mouth. So now with the marketing, it's really we're gonna have some fun events. So
I was talking to my last guest in the green room about marketing on social media, and I find Facebook is really good for my crowd and Instagram, but when I get to Twitter, it's hard to tell who people are by their handles.
Yeah,
you have that problem?
Yeah, it's true.
And you don't know where they are. They're not necessarily local. They could be anywhere.
It's definitely true, yeah. I mean, with politics and everything, Twitter's kind of taken off a little bit more and people are really involved in it. I always tell my clients that Twitter's really good for like events, like real-time things. But it's just always good to have a good following, to push all your other networks or for like organic SEO. So it's
What
fun.
about Snapchat? Are you using that at all?
I use Snapchat, yeah. So
and you use that for marketing?
I use it for marketing.
How does
so you
that
can
work?
do like a geotag for like I work with an event. I think I told you at the at your party. I work with Lotus Music Fest. So we do the big concerts in Meisner Park. And so
oh my gosh!
Yeah, so we just had Boy George, the Romantics.
You could have got me into Boy George.
Yes.
I wanted to interview him.
Well, we do it every year, and we're planning a bunch of other different events, and then we also do smaller events at Honey in Delray. So we have like one artist perform every couple of weeks.
I want to meet some
We're
celebrities.
actually going to have Johnny O and Cynthia. I think it's next Friday. So it's going to be at Honey Nightclub in Delray.
Where's Honey Nightclub?
It's in Delray on the Ave. which is basic. It's like when you first, it's like the west part of the Ave.
Okay, I know where that is.
But no, we'll definitely get you in contact with that because it'd be great to have you at our events. And
I could do live streams from backstage with some of these guys.
It's fun.
I wanted to interview Boy George so bad, and I couldn't get to him.
It's so cool. Oh, he's really, really, really nice, and it's so cool. Seeing these artists. Coolio was just at Honey. I've met TKA.
I love the fact that they all come
Rob
here.
Bass. I mean, it's Boca Raton too. So
it's a treat. It's not a bad place to come.
Yeah.
Like my son says, why would they come and play this little venue in Meisner Park? I'm like, are you kidding me? Got the beach right here. They probably stay at the Boca Resort. They come here and play in this beautiful little arena.
Yeah, it's such a good time. And so when we do the events, we actually do the geotagging for Snapchat. So it's a filter. So when you do the Snapchat, you take your video, you slide to the right, and you can actually change and add a location to where you are. So Meisner Park, for instance, has their own geotag. So it'll say Meisner Park really cool at the bottom.
Fun.
So we actually design something for our clients that if it's a location, then they can, a guest can filter it. So when you do your parties, for instance, and somebody's Snapchatting, they can just filter BeckyinBoca.
I can do a BeckyinBoca geotag?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to help me with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
It's
I'm glad I
fun.
met her.
It makes it fun. I like all that stuff. The social media stuff. It's really, really great for my clients. And, sometimes they don't think, you don't think about all the different platforms that could actually help you or that you could have fun with.
And it's really important for businesses now. I get all my people at my parties just through social media.
I get so many clients through LinkedIn, Facebook.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't use
incredible.
any email or anything else. Just
email is it's good and it's bad, a lot of ways because sometimes I get so much spam and I just want to delete it.
Oh, it's so hard for me to pick out my important stuff from all the other.
My son deletes it now, and I'm like, don't delete anything business.
You don't even know what it is.
And he goes, Mommy, it's like Old Navy. You're fine. I'm like, okay. Well, I guess thankfully he's sensible enough to know.
I guess. No, that's true. Yeah.
But social media definitely helps. And so we're going to be pushing a lot of that with Pats. And it's a good tie-in for promotions as well. So we'll be doing a lot of giveaways, like wine dinners. So that's why I'm saying stay tuned because we're going to have like some fun stuff in store for Pats.
Oh, good.
Which is nice.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing, parties, giveaways. That's like, I was just telling someone, I'll ask people for raffle prizes. And they'll try to give me something like a 2-for-1 or 20% off. I'm like, no, you're not in my raffle.
Yeah.
It has to be really good stuff. I love it when they give away something really good. Like at my event the other night, we gave away $850 worth of Botox from Dr. Handel.
That's amazing.
And then Dr. Green gave away Botox, facials, different procedures. Just these are giveaways. You go in there, you don't pay anything, you get the whole.
That's amazing.
The whole treatment.
And
we even gave away some designer stuff, Prada sunglasses, things like that from Serendipity. And that's what makes it fun.
The event, just what you did with the event, like everything's polished and on point. So if you haven't been to our events, which
they're fun.
they really, really
and get dressed up. This is your chance to get dressed.
I was so busy that day and I was so tired. I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay the whole time. And I just had a blast. I stayed until everybody was about to be kicked out.
Good people, right?
Yeah,
You get to meet a lot of good people.
I met so many good people. It was a really, really good crowd, good energy, a lot of business owners. It was a good networking as well as like a fun time out. So, and you had raw juice there, which is always
Aren't they great? Yeah.
Who doesn't love raw
I was
juice?
just there about an hour ago getting my coffee colada.
Yeah.
He used to have a coffee colada on the menu. He took it off. I guess it wasn't as healthy as the rest of the but it's my favorite.
It feels healthy.
You can
you're
still
there.
order it. It's just not. Raw juice is great. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was definitely a good time, but it was a good networking opportunity. So I like that.
Yeah. Well, all my events are like that. Like I said, everybody that's been on my show, I have there. I invite them and. Anybody that wants to participate can. So
yeah.
All right, I guess we got to go here. You want to give your website?
Yes. My website is CamdenAgency.com. And
she likes it. It looks like a good marketer if anybody needs it.
Thank you. And Pat's Wine Bar, we're going to have everything up and running soon, but you can check us out on Facebook. And definitely come see us in Royal Palm Plaza.
Oh, you'll be seeing me late.
Until 2 a.m.
Yes. Is Pat there that late?
Yeah, he's there cooking away.
Wow.
So it's nice.
Oh, wow. Fantastic. Okay, well, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
And everybody, I'll be out of town next week, so but there'll be a good rerun on the radio for us. And then on the 27th of July, I am having Leanne Diuda back. Did you meet Leanne? She was a cancer patient that I had at my party. And
I did meet her. I did.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. She's made a total turnaround. She's now cancer-free.
Yeah,
she's going to be on my show with her oncologist on the 27th of July. So everybody tune in for that. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you next week.
You have been watching and listening to The Becky and Boca Show. Tune in every Thursday night at 6 p.m. to discover all the ways to spoil yourself and have a good time in beautiful Boca Raton. See you next week.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.